be a great bike to race right here, vintage racing. First kick, baby. Now, I hate to see it done to this, but if you wanted a vintage race bike, 125 class, you won't find a better one. If that don't light your fire, you might be dead. What a sound, what a smell. The performance, almost vibration free. The clutch is perfect, the transmission is perfect. It's right as rain, and it runs as good as it looks, which is basically perfect. It doesn't get any better than this. It's perfect, perfectly jetted. What a fantastic piece, guys. You won't find a nicer one. This may be the nicest 86 CR125 left in existence, unless there's one new in a box somewhere, which there probably is, but it's the nicest one that we know of anyways. What's happening, fellas? Take a look. Take a close look at the pictures on the eBay ad at kaplancycles.com. The link is on there. And take a close look at the video. And Junior, get some real up-close shots of this thing. This is the most original, complete original CR125 86 that we've seen anywhere at any of the vintage races we go to, any of the vintage events, the AHMRA events. This was bought to us at the 500 shootout at Southwick. The gentleman who had this bike since it was brand new condition gave us a complete rundown. I have receipts for everything that was done to the bike, but let's start with the obvious. These are the original tires on this bike. Maybe it's not so obvious. These are the original date-coated tires and rims on this bike. It's got the original boots. It's got the original front fender, the original front number plate. Everything's original on this thing, guys. The original gas tank, the original radiator shrouds, the original rear fender, which is remarkable. It still has the stickers on here, which are normally blown right off. The original side panels, original exhaust. I guess the easiest thing to do, or what I should have started by saying, is what's not original on this bike. Well, this bike sat for 40 years in someone's living room as a display piece, and they neglected to drain the antifreeze out of the bike. And these 80s CRs are notorious. If you don't replace the antifreeze on a regular basis, it decays the magnesium clutch cover. So this is a brand new clutch cover. The entire liquid cool assembly on this whole right side of the motor is brand new. Everything's been replaced. I have all the receipts. The clutch cover alone was $510. Then the impeller, the seals, the gaskets, everything on here, about $750 of components just on this side, and I have all the receipts in my pocket with the work order. The hoses, the original hoses, have been replaced with NOS Honda hoses. The original exhaust pipe, as you can see, is in mint condition. I don't see a single ding on this pipe. It's absolutely the nicest original pipe I've seen. The radiators look like they just came out of the box. They are in pristine mint original condition. No evidence of any of this bike ever been dropped or hammered or abused or anything like that, because it wasn't. These are the original tires. It was ridden up and down the owner's driveway. That's about it. So when the bike was, when the engine was taken out of the frame, the cases were split, and the complete engine, all the gaskets and seals on the motor are new. You can see the base gasket, the head gasket, the piston was just cleaned and replaced because it was in perfect condition. But the owner who did this wanted to ensure that the components were perfect. So the engine was basically taken apart, inspected, all new gaskets and seals, and the entire water pump assembly and clutch cover is replaced with brand new components.
You can see the new center.
You can see the new center case gasket. You can see the new base gasket. You can see the new head gasket. You can see the new impeller cover gasket, and you can see this is an Australian reproduction clutch cover on here because the originals weren't available. So all brand new components on all OEM Honda components except for the clutch cover itself is the Australian Sandcast replacement, and I have the receipt. It was $510 just for the cover with shipping. The original carb has been rebuilt, cleaned and jetted. It's got a new air filter, so the motor is essentially brand new, completely rebuilt, all new gaskets and seals, and it was also repainted. So the engine looks brand new, the frame looks brand new, the swing arm looks brand new. It even has the chain, the original stickers on the swing arm here. In fact, we have new ProLink stickers in stock, but I asked Ronnie and Kyle not to take these off. These are the originals. Just remarkable. So if you want new ProLink decals, I have them here. This one was, I think the rider's boot might have rubbed on it, or I'm not sure why, but it's a little disfigured. But I have replacements. I just didn't want to change them because they're original. The original shock sticker is intact. You can see this bike's all there, and based on the tires, I would say the actual entire motorcycle has less than 5 hours on it. Has the original handlebars, the original levers, all the plastics are original, including the seat cover. Just absolutely remarkable. Again, the list of components that aren't new is the clutch cover and then all the OEM Honda gaskets and water pump impeller. All the fluids are new. The front brake has just been serviced and the brake fluid changed. The gear lube is new. The antifreeze is new. I'm going to go over the work order in case I left anything out. But Kyle, you've seen thousands of bikes come and go in the 7 years you've been here. What are your 2 cents on this?
Yeah, I mean, this is a one of a kind. Honestly, the chances of you finding another bike in this condition is slim to none. Maybe you'd find one at Honda, the headquarters of Honda, maybe. When this came in, I was like, wow, we already did it. It's done. I mean, it's really just pristine. I didn't think there was really nothing we had to do to it. Literally just wiped the dust off, and that was about it. It was that good.
The website for the clutch cover is www.crclutchcover.com. A company called Russell Brown. They stock usually 10 to 20 of these covers, and it's a 460 Australian dollars. So with shipping, it was actually $411 US. It was $510 with shipping is what it came out to here. And that was a couple years ago when the clutch cover was installed. I've got 1, 2, 3 pages of receipts for all the impeller parts, and I've got our work order here. We did do a compression test. It tested at a perfect 175 psi. We changed the coolant a second time. New gear lube, new twin air filter we installed there. We installed the brand new gold top of the line Pro Taper chain. We flushed and bled the front brake. All the fluids, like I said, were flushed out. We cleaned, set, and adjusted the carb. The carb was actually put in our carb cleaning tank, and it looks like it just came out of the box, brand new. In 1986, it's perfect. We set the tire air pressure. We did note the original tires have a little bit of dry cracking on them. Well, they're 36 years old, but I did not want to change them because of the originality. If you want a new set of Dunlops on here, the Dunlop tires, under $200 for a set of tires, let us know. We could mount them on there. A couple hours labor plus the tires, parts and labor. We'll put new tires on there. I wouldn't do that. I leave this the way it is and keep it on display because I don't know of any other original 86s that exist with the original tires on there. The throttle was removed, cleaned, and lubed, and we put a gallon of VP T2, which is non-ethanol fuel. So it was 5.5 hours in the service department. Went to the detail shop where it was steam cleaned, degreased, and cleaned and polished from top to bottom. So like Kyle said, we really didn't have to do a whole lot to it. Everything was already done. Just the preservation service that Wizard did on it, changing all the fluids basically. But it looked just like this when we got it. So like I said, the nicest one we've seen. I don't know if there's a nicer one out there. If you know of a nicer brand new one that's in the crate or something, let us know. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do now. And also, hey, buy your raffle tickets. November 20th, coming up in 3 weeks. We are drawing the tickets for this. I'm not sure when the final day of the ticket sales is going to be. Sarah's our administrator who's doing the ticket sales, so we might have to draw a line in the sand and stop selling them a week or two before the actual drawing. We're doing a live drawing here. We're having a party here at the museum November 20th. So if you buy the CR, make it a point to come down and pick it up on the 20th at the party and hang out at the museum, and we're going to do a live drawing here. Junior, you want to add anything about the CR125? You've seen a bunch of CRs come and go too.
Yeah, I mean, don't take our word for it. Go look at the photo gallery. We got 24 high-quality pictures in there, and I think the bike speaks for itself. So, good luck bidding, boys. We can ship it. Message your zip code for a shipping quote.
Now you can edit this and start off with the riding portion, which you might want to, but we haven't. I haven't. I've seen it started, but I haven't ridden it yet. I'm just going to carefully drive it up and down the driveway, maybe get it in the power band once or twice, but that's it. No off-road stuff. It's going right back in the museum. We're going to drain the fuel and fog the carb and cylinder so it's ready for another 40 years of storage. I feel blessed to have these kind of bikes being bought to us. Again, the owner of this sought us out at the 500 shootout, and it was a no-brainer, but we've had it for a few months. We're going to let it go to a new home. We'd love to display it here at the museum. If you want to leave it here, this is the kind of bike we'd love to leave on display. So it's a museum quality, investment quality, classic Honda CR125 ProLink 6-speed rocket ship. Thanks for watching. God bless America.